Oh my god, that is vile. I'll say that. This is disgusting. A lot of you have seen a bot video on this channel before. Wow. That's a joke, man. Look at this play. That's a joke. Simple as that. That's the fastest I've ever seen a car react to a ball. I think it could get rank 1, which is interesting. Rocket League bots have taken over the world. I mean that, okay? I mean that. We've got extremely high-level bots now in this game, and they are called Sia, okay? It is very, very high ranked, I think SSL, and it can beat pros. Simple as that. Shout out to Johnny Boy for letting me use these replays. If you guys want to see the full series against KC, Batira, and Atal, you guys can watch that over on his channel. You can also watch a series versus Oxygen. Joya, and I think it was Oski and Joya were playing that one, where I think they got swept. Spoilers, I apologies. But that, I'm just saying that to show the level of these bots, okay? Now, this is a best of 5, and this is currently game number 4. It's 2-1 to KC, and I'm showing these games, these last 2 games, game 4 and game 5, because, spoilers, the bots win this game, and it goes to a very intense, close game 5, and we'll get onto that after this one. And I just want to show both of these games for you guys today. I'm going to be kind of live reacting to this on the spot with you guys a little bit. I've not seen all this gameplay. I've seen some of the goals. I've seen some of the things that they're good at, and they do. They're very good at low 50s, as you can see. They're very good at certain fakes for each other. Extremely good at reading, where the ball is going off one another. And there is a goal in game 5 that is disgusting, that you guys genuinely need to see. Wait until the end to see, and it's ridiculous. One of the most impressive goals I've seen. It's very basic, but it's just the reaction that these bots have to one another is stupid. As simple as that. They're very bad at dodging demos. Extremely bad, actually. They don't jump ever, basically. You can just drive into them. So that's their kind of weak spot. And as you can see, extremely good at challenging in the air. Now, I'm not watching from their perspective because they always have ball come off for us, okay? So we can't really watch it. You don't really get much info. We'll kind of go to their perspective when there's certain moments that I want to show you guys what they do. This is one of them. Look how fast they react to this kind of hit. I mean, it doesn't look fluid, but they just react and get up so fast, perfectly controlling the recoil off of the ball in the car to carry on into this touch. And you'll see this is one of their favorite plays to go for. The player on the ball gets the reset. For some reason, he always just leaves it. He gets the reset, but just leaves it. Now, I don't know why they do that. I presume it's because they can use the reset if that car that is closest to them is too close and they can just get over them. They might use that reset and then let the teammate go in for the ball. But you'll notice if the car is simply too far away in this position, they won't use that reset and they'll fake it. The reason I'm using the word the car instead of the player is because they don't react to the player, right? They react to the numbers, the car, like the distance between the opponent and the ball, or the opponent and them and the ball. They react to how fast the car is going. It's not the player. You'll notice that at some points in this game, or in this, maybe the next game, I think, you'll notice that one time on one of the goals, Vatira kind of fakes a jump. He tries to fake a jump. But, they don't react to sound, right? They can't react to stuff like that. They just don't, okay? So stuff like that is where it's really hard for players like, Vatira and Natal to kind of stop their muscle memory from doing, because you have to really change the way you play, which I think is extremely interesting. Guys, if you want to see me 1v1 this bot, let me know in the comments down below, because I could probably potentially get it sorted. I'll have to look into it, but I'd be really keen to do it myself. So let me know if you want to see that in the comments down below. Now, you'll notice that I think they rarely get outplayed on the walls. They don't let the ball get past them. They're always being able to cover that one spot where you think the ball might get past them, which is super interesting. And again, you'll see here, they're terrible at dodging demos. Simple as that. And it leaves the backboard open for the first goal of the game in game number 4, 1-0 for KC. Now, they do have a slight weak spot, I think, in defending flip resets, and especially kind of double flip resets. I don't think they know how to really defend those. And again, a massive weak spot for demos. Simple as that. They don't jump, right? So I'm not sure why KC didn't go for them more often, honestly, but again, I want to say that playing against these bots, it's going to be so much harder than you think just watching these games. You'll notice that they change up the kickoff a ton. Okay, an absolute ton. They never do the same kickoff twice in a row. They have a bunch of different kickoffs they go for, and they're very quick to get up in the air, as you see here. Instantly banging this shot to the top corner with a nice little double jump. Just look at the wiggle that these cars do. Like, they jump so strangely for balls. It's so weird. I actually just like... It's interesting. You'll notice it when pay attention to whenever they jump for an aerial. They're wiggling so much. It's really strange. They jump in really weird directions. You'll notice that Casey go for a double kickoff, trying to get a lot of force through that ball. This bot just simply blocks the perfect middle of that kind of kickoff there, and they get a kickoff goal, and it brings us to 2-2. The bots have some fake kickoffs in their arsenal. This guy fakes it. His teammate grabs control, does get bumped. Again, very bad at dodging bumps, but his teammate's already back. Let's go back to, I think this looks like Atau's perspective it is. This is one of the most interesting goals that I see in this video. Now, let me know in the comments if you think, specifically about this goal, if you think I'm overanalyzing it or not. Maybe some people who have more information on these bots than I do could kind of give a little bit of better insight. Now, this bot jumps for this ball at a moment where I think it jumped as soon as it knows that the car can no longer touch the ball. And I want to know if you guys think that too. Because it looks like he can still air roll and use the boost to get this touch from his perspective. If we pay attention to the cue, the audio cue of when that bot jumps. Okay, it jumped just before. It looked there like we can still get a touch. Now, I don't know how the bots work exactly on their decision on when to go for balls, but did it jump here right at the moment it knew that the Atau can no longer like mathematically get a touch on the ball, which is that's insane to me if it did. I don't know. I love that goal. I think it's pretty nuts. I know it looks so simple, but just the timing of when it jumped, I really want to know if it did it, because the car could no longer get a touch from the opponents there. It read the fake kickoff there, and we'll go back to the pro's perspective at 4-2 down. It reads another fake kickoff. Let's go to Atau's perspective just to get a better view on this. Another fake kickoff read. I'm not sure how fake kickoffs work, how well they work in the rest of the series against these guys, but it's really interesting. The fake kickoff, Casey scored one into a demo, I think the previous goal before this one. I think that worked because the bots also faked the kickoff. It'll be interesting to see if the bots never fall for a fake kickoff, if they're just simply going to go for the ball. That'd be really interesting to see. Okay. Patera passes it up because, Atau, speedy player. He's going to dust any player in the world to this ball, passing it up to the teammate. But, I mean, this guy is just too quick. Look at him with the clown topper. The clown car, he's just so fast in the air. I think it's insane. I mean, he just gets like absolutely dusted to this ball because this bot just goes so perfectly up in the air to meet the ball right at the right time. And it does its little wiggle. Again, we're dusted to the ball. Like, these bots are just too quick. They're too quick at aerialing, because they react too fast. And they're not even reacting. Well, I guess they are reacting, but it's a different type of reacting. It's very strange. Just a double jump challenge. You just never see like a person stopping and double jump in that moment. You'd always just kind of carry on your momentum and jump into that ball. They love their double jump pops. Of course, it's just the fastest way to get in the air, and just quick angle turn at the end to get power on the ball. Atau gets a 1v1, but again gets beat. I mean, look at this aerial. It looks so funny, man. Just look at the control on the recoil from the ball. Because obviously, whenever we touch the ball, the recoil from the ball hits our car in a different direction. We have to react to that. These bots don't. They perfectly control their car. So the recoil barely affects their car. Look, it's perfectly in line again. And again, it goes for that reset at the end. It's a very interesting play that it always does there. I don't know why. I'd love to know why. Again, no recoil. Again, it does the exact same play. Just double jump, no recoil, but then the reset. I guess it just gives it that option every single time. The bot in the other end doesn't avoid the demo, of course. And we get a nice ceiling shot from Vatira there. Doesn't quite go in. And coming up to a minute left, we're going to have to try and get the ball past them, but you just can't. I'm pretty sure you can't. You just can't get the ball past them when it's on the wall because they're always covering the only angle they need to cover, basically. It's very interesting. You need to like really capitalize on the chances you get to go for these like kind of double taps and reset plays. I really wonder what the best strategy is playing against these guys. It's probably just chasing them with demos. I think that's got to be it. It's got to be it. Look at this pass and play. We'll go to this player's point of view, just see it instantly up with a very strange takeoff again, but perfect kind of recoil control on the car there. And it gets almost a nice edge to the top corner. These players are very bad to go for, I think, because these bots don't leave a gap in between themselves, okay? So this bot is never, I think, if I'm not wrong, never going to go for the back corner boost. And if it is in this position, this player wouldn't challenge unless they have just a clean touch on the ball that will buy time in their kind of understanding. And most of the time they're right, or pretty much all the time they're right. This player can challenge because the player behind him has that time to go for the ball next. There's that gap. The gap is not far enough that they can't go for the ball. They will never jump for a ball that they're just getting beat to. It makes it extremely difficult to play. What the hell? I wonder if he stays in the air and gets this touch or he goes down. Oh my god, that is vile. I'll say that. That's genuinely vile. This is disgusting. He jumps so awkwardly, this bot here. And he just perfectly look at the contact he makes on the ball at the end. Because it's pretty insane. It's perfectly through the middle of the ball. He wins the 50 and he's on 0. He's perfectly timed that, that path, that fly path. I keep saying he, by the way. I apologize. It's definitely an it, but you get what I mean. I mean, it's absolutely insane. I want to see what they do. I mean, they just perfectly block the ball with a delayed 50. Little stuff like that is genuinely like grim, I think. And they go underneath them for the 5th goal of the game and the game winner. Let's go on to game 5. Can KC get the win? And that would be a reverse sweep, by the way, if the bots can win this game 5. Let's see if they can do it. Now, I think I said in this video, I've done a couple retakes of this video, so I apologize if I haven't said it. But I think I said it, pay attention to one of these goals and a couple of the plays they make in this game 5. It's insane. I'll say that. First off, I think this one is pretty ridiculous. Both of them going for the ball, but this, I don't know if this was a mistake, because it can be a mistake. But I just wonder if that was, maybe I'm giving them too much credit, but does he pop it on purpose for this guy? And does he jump on purpose to give him a bit of a boost? But they don't get the touch that they want to in the end. Probably giving them too much credit on that one. But I really wonder how good these bots get in a bit of time. Atao, great shot, catches them off guard. Let me know in the comments, guys. Do these bots genuinely become unbeatable one day? I think so. Just from the progression that they've had so far in the last kind of year and a half, because you've seen, a lot of you have seen a bot video on this channel before. Wow. That's a joke, man. That's so funny. Yeah, they can't dodge a demo for anything. What a save as well. And dusted. You just can't beat these guys to an aerial. It's as simple as that. Let's go to this guy's perspective. It's insane. I mean, you got to feel for the players in this position. I mean, you're just playing against there's something that you just can't beat to an aerial or one-on-one. It's so hard. But yeah, I think these bots get to a level where players can't beat them one day. Kind of like chess. I genuinely do think that. Casey, really nice kickoff. If Vatira if he can, in this position, just completely ball come off, go for the play here, probably get a goal. I think you just have to abuse bumps and demos against these guys because they just can't, they actually can't block them right now. They can't block bumps and demos. Again, they love this play. You know, such a weird double jump into this ball, perfectly controlled, and then the reset right at the end. I guess, again, it gives them that option every single time to use a flip if they need to. Simple as that, right? Interesting. That's interesting as well. Yeah, because it's covering the low option, I guess. These bots are really high level. Like, obviously, like, you can't replicate their style of play. It's impossible. You just don't have the... You just can't. You know, simple as that. I want to see when this play comes up. It's going to come up in a second. I mean, that's a little bit of a sneak peek into what they're about to do, by the way. The play that I'm a massive fan of. Look at this pop and how fast this guy jumps up to the ball. Again, the reset into the fake. We'll watch it from this perspective so you guys can see. Reset, fake into shot. A very interesting shot from this player. Just a slight turn into a flip. It's just so weird. Because obviously, like, knowing how a player, you know, plays the game and then watching these bots. Look at this play. That's a joke. Simple as that. That's the fastest I've ever seen a car react to a ball. It's unbeatable. You know, that if they can do this sort of stuff consistently one day, every single time, that's unbeatable. It actually is. I mean, you'd have to. You wouldn't be able to play like normally. That's for sure. If you wanted to beat them, and if they could do that every single time, we'll watch it one more time from this guy's perspective just to see what this looks like. Yeah, you're just not reacting to it. Simple as that. And if you do react to it, and if you almost get up quicker, they're not going to jump. No, they're probably just not going to jump. You know, you probably just give them a free ball because they know that you've already jumped. They know you're already close enough. There's probably a way to read their kickoffs for sure, and you could probably counteract it off that. But yeah, they can't handle demos. Every single time you get a demo, you're going to score. They don't handle one-on-one situations too well either. These kickoffs are so weird as well. I mean, I don't know if it's like meant to do a flip like that and lose it like that. I don't think it would mean to do that. It wouldn't make sense, but yeah. Let's go back to Atao Cam here. Does get the save. And yeah, you're never going to catch it out, and that's the issue. If it jumps, it's jumped because it knows no one else in the lobby can beat it to the ball, I think. That's what I think anyway. So every time it jumps, you know you've lost. Basically, that's how I think of it. You can't jump when they've jumped. I don't know if you can even ever go in the, like, you have to stay, like, look, if it will backflip if it is beat. Look how fast, or just side flip. Look how fast it reacts. It knows it's beat. Really nice play by Vatira. You have to, I think you have to like abuse kind of reset plays and demo plays. I think they struggle with those two things from what I've seen so far. It's really nice. Great shot from Vatira. 2.5 minutes left coming up to that point. And we've got a goal lead. Kickoff in favor of the bots. Or the bot, I guess. It's one bot. Vatira does get a block on this ball. You know that they're always going to get a touch at least. I really want to know like the true level of these bots. What rank they could get to. I mean, I don't know. I don't know I don't know enough about, you know, bots, guys. I'll be honest with you, to know like the consistency that they display. Like, is it just purely every time, or do they make mistakes? You know, with a person without, you know, with no knowledge, I'm sure like 90% of you have more knowledge on stuff like this more than me. I personally assume that there's no way they can ever be inconsistent. Like, they wouldn't falter. Like, this is their level of play, and they will always display that level of play in every game. But I'm not sure. I don't know how it works truly. So I wonder what rank they could get to. Because if they play like this in every level, in every game, they could get rank 1. Simply. They could just get rank 1. Okay, it's just as simple as that. Because if they just get a few games where plays like, you know, like the goal we saw where they reacted that quick, plays like that happen, and circumstances just like that happen, you know, they will just react quicker, they'll just score more. It knows that the low 50 is going to go in, it goes for the low 50. I think it could get rank 1, which is interesting. 4-3, minute 40 left. And again, it cannot dodge demos. If they just improve that one aspect of it, I mean, yeah. It can't dodge demos. That's, you know, that's it, really. It doesn't fall for fakes. Probably, I assume. I presume it can't fall for a fake. You know, this bot doesn't seem concerned of the potential to flick. Maybe there's no potential to flick. You know, maybe that's what it's calculated. I don't know, you know. It looks like there is from my understanding that, you know, Atao in this position, but maybe he jumped and he's too far away and maybe the bot realizes it like instantly. I don't know. I don't know. Low 50. KC win that low 50 because it goes slightly behind them. They can kind of control it. Wonder what this guy did off the backboard here. Just a simple air dribble out into that touch. So interesting that they go for that every time. And yeah, you just like, as soon as you know, go for an evenly contested ball and you've seen that they've jumped, I think you just have to go down because that's just waste and boost. And I guess you get the bump, so I guess it's fine. I'd be really intrigued what the best style of play to play this bot is. Do you just go down every single time you see them jump at a similar time as you? Because that means that they've beaten you from what I've seen so far this game. That's a stupid challenge. That's a joke. Okay, we can't see it from his perspective. Let's have a look at Atao's perspective, see if it shows it well from this angle. Look how fast he jumps up for that ball. Okay, and that would have been a goal if Vatira didn't get this bump. He goombed. Oh, no, wait. Oh, this player got the bump on his own teammate. That's interesting. You'd think that it would understand that. But again, I might be just giving these bots too much credit. You know, maybe it's not like that insane, but I think that it would just boost out of the way if it knows that it's about to, you know, it's about to go for the ball, you know, with the other car. I don't know. They conceded on the counter-attack from that, but that was going to be a goal because the players would just simply beat, you know, as soon as the bot jumps, it is beat you. You know, simple as that. Again, it's going to jump when it's already calculated that you're too far forward. Okay, you're too far forward. You can no longer get back in time. It's jumped. It's got the ball over you. It's insane. I don't know. If you guys are a fan of the game like me, like, I think you'd find this, like, pretty fascinating. Like, you know, as I do, how fast these things can, like, react and catch the ball. And just the stuff they do is... That's weird. Again, they might make mistakes like, you know, or maybe it meant to do this. I don't know. It doesn't look like it meant to do that. But maybe it did. And that's the issue is like, I could never know, you know, what did they mean to do? That control is so funny. It just looks so unnatural, of course, because it is. And then this guy knows it's a low 50 goal every time there. Look at the pattern, by the way, he swerves into this ball. Like, he takes, like... No player does that. No player turns in that direction, I promise you. That's so funny. That small little turn is so funny to me. No real player does that, going to that ball. They fake a kickoff. They stay in net. And again, it's the demo. The demo is really what's going to get you these goals. And the bump players, I like that. They can't dodge them. They just... you know, I presume they will one day, but they just can't right now. And they fake another kickoff. They have so many different kickoff fakes and varieties. What the hell is this, dude? This is such a stupid air dribble into that touch again. Into the fake, of course. Of course. It's always that flip set into this fake. And an instant jump over the first guy. It's just so funny to me. Like, the little stuff they do is, like, so weird. And I guess they can't react to time. I don't know how it works, but I don't know if they're programmed to understand they need to keep up the ball on... I presume they are. You know, they need to keep the ball up on 0 seconds. I presume they know that. I don't know, you know, for sure. I don't know much about these bots. I mean, just a perfect flick off the first guy. And it knows there's that gap that they can go into and beat the second guy with if it does go. Look at this turn as well, by the way, on the landing. Again, it's just so unnatural. It purposely lands its car awkwardly so it skids out into that position again so they can go for the ball. It's so funny. Yeah, that's game. And KC win for 3-2 in the series. Very impressive stuff that they beat these guys, because these guys, I'm pretty sure, like I said, they swept. I think, yeah, they swept Oxygen. Spoilers. So, you know, these guys can sweep bots. I mean, I just think some of these players, like I said, if you guys like, you know, a fan of, you know, Rocket League and just everything about this game, I'm sure you would have, you know, enjoyed watching these guys play. I mean, it's so, I just love this goal, dude. This one is one of the greatest things I've seen out of like bots in this game. That is ridiculous. Playing against that must be impossibly hard. I don't, you know, envy these guys. I don't know how they beat them, honestly. I'd love to 1v1 and see how tough it is, because that's interesting. I wonder if they're going to be better at 1v1 or worse than 1v1 at 2s. Because my instinct is that I could probably just demo them every time in 1v1, but maybe they just react to me getting too close to them and they can just shoot. And they know that it's going to be in. But maybe, you know, they're going to be, and that could be why they're better, but they could also be worse because they don't have another one of themselves to play off. You know, they can't make these plays in 1v1 where they can pop it up for the next guy to go for it instantly. So that's one of the most insane goals I've ever seen. The reactions to that. I wonder if real players can never get to that level, but I just think there is a cap. You know, a cap in how fast you can react and jump to a ball. As I mean, you know, I just tried to jump like they did there, and I side flip like that. I mean, they just wouldn't do that. The way they jump towards these balls is so funny to me. It's like they like wiggle like so much. It's insane, guys. If you enjoyed those bots, those bot replays, do let me know in the comments if you want to see me 1v1 against that bot. I'd be completely down. Let me know if you like this style of content, if you like seeing these things. Check out Johnny Boy's full video against KC with the bots and against Oxygen one more time. I'll see you guys later. Take care.